What's up, guys? Christopher Gadget. Today we have a sort of I can't believe it's not butter scenario, but instead of food, it's a car. So without further ado, allow me to introduce the 2015 Mclaren 650s, and I'm going to tell you more about it right now.
Now, before I get started, I have to be candid to tell you our 650s didn't come packed with the Monroney, at least not at the time of this filming. So I don't know the price, and nor can I list out every single option. Nevertheless, there is a ton to review, so let's just dive in.
First off, the 650s is effectively what would happen if a 12-seat banged McLaren's hypercar, the P1, and got it pregnant. And while the 650s is more 12-seat, its nose design is analogous in look and its arrow to that of the P1. Which is to say the 650s has more downforce than the 12-seat, yet slips through the wind with less resistance.
And if that isn't enough in the performance department, the 650s will rocket to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds, or 100 miles per hour in 5.7. Yes, less than 6 seconds, and you'll be traveling at triple-digit speeds. How? This car weighs roughly 3,100 pounds, which in large part is thanks to its monocle carbon fiber tub that is both more rigid and lighter than aluminum. That and an unbelievably powerful, yet relatively small twin-turbo V8 that is just 3.8 liters in size and produces 650 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. At the corner of each wheel is a hydraulic suspension system that can be instantly configured depending on the driving scenario at hand. In fact, if you're quiet enough, you can hear it working while seated in the cabin. And yes, it's effective, instantly influencing how the 650s responds to the terrain, making this car intuitive to drive with little to no guessing as to what it will do.
And as for stopping power, there's plenty of that thanks to carbon ceramic brakes. Pedal feel, or really pedal travel, is largely devoid, at least comparatively speaking, to a normal car's steel brake setup. But it's something you can adapt to with relative ease. Now, off the line, the 650s could perhaps best be described as violent. Traction control is present provided you don't have it in track or launch mode. Though in sport mode, under heavy acceleration, the rear wheels will still judder a bit in their attempts to bite the ground and gain traction.
Slam on the brakes at high speed, though, and provided active arrow is engaged, the rear wing will deploy with missile-like thrust to help slow the vehicle.
And while that's remarkable, I can't say enough positive things about McLaren's Android-based infotainment system. It's clean, simple, and works with zero lag and is super easy to set up. In short, this is what all car manufacturers should aspire to. That said, for some extra scratch, there's an upgraded Merdian audio system which adds more speakers and oomph.
And that's just the tip of the proverbial feature iceberg. There are too many features to mention, including a ton of carbon fiber, a vehicle lift kit that raises the car a pertinent few inches, a variety of wheel options, Alcantara slathered all over the interior, leather with heated seats is an option as well, occupant-specific climate control, and a no-cost option to remove the 650s badging. That latter option, in my opinion, is a must.
Now, you might be wondering about that line, I can't believe it's not butter. It's not that the 650s isn't the real deal. In fact, it is. I'm just having a hard time believing that it is just this good. Sure, there's virtually no storage space save for the frunk, and yes, it costs over $300,000. But this car pays dividends at every corner, leaving passenger and onlookers agape in awe. All right, guys, that's it. That's the 2015 McLaren 650s Spyder. If you can, please click up here to subscribe. Click over here if you want to watch a video for the week before. And if you can, please leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching. Won't go into Newt, won't go into drive. There it goes.